everybody, welcome back to the Dubai vlogs. It is another day. It is day, I'm gonna say 3. It's day 3 since we landed, but it's technically like our second full day, like sleeping and waking up and being here. But we are back in the room, in the getting ready chair, and I haven't actually picked up the camera today, which is unlike me. I normally wake up and I'm like, camera, what should I film? But to be honest, there's not actually been that much to film yet. There's not actually been that much going on, which is new information to share. We just have had a really lovely chill day at the adults pool. It is a Sunday today. It's still the weekend. It's still extremely busy with people that are just obviously coming here for the weekend, both locals and tourists. So we've just been keeping our distance really, and finding our own little spot and staying there, which has been that adult pool again, which our balcony looks out over to. It's just been really convenient and worked for us. And then we've decided obviously we're going to do more of the exploring and going out to other areas for the day on the weekdays when it is that tad bit quieter. It's just a lot easier to get about, because even we realised that the hotels do put precautions out for the weekend. It's a lot harder to get around. Like I say, they just put like barriers up everywhere, so there's almost like a one-way system, so they can check that everyone who is in the resort is meant to be in the resort or in the right places, which obviously completely makes sense. We didn't know this. We thought this was just how it was because obviously we landed on a Friday, but I think it is just for the weekend, just to have that extra level of safety and making sure everyone that's meant to be here is here. So yeah, it's definitely noticeable when it is a weekend, but it honestly is anywhere. So it's not been too bad. It's just meant that we've kept to ourselves a little bit more, and we definitely did today after how yesterday went going over. We've just decided to have a chill one by the pool, which was perfect, if I'm honest. It's been so nice. We've had breakfast and lunch in the buffet, just like small portions, like a little breakfast and then a top up for lunch. But we're really trying to hold off and save ourselves, because tonight is the night where we are just going to have the most amazing meal ever, and I'm so excited. So we are going to be getting the golf buggy over to the Beach Club Hotel, that's the big white building we visited yesterday, to go to one of their restaurants, which is called Sette. And this was actually my favourite restaurant, which we went to when we last came. It is an Italian, and Italian's literally my favourite food, and it's just so good. Everything about it's good. The food's good. It's at the top of the hotel, so you've got an amazing view if you go just before sunset or as the sun is setting. It's just a really luxurious feel, and like completely different to anything else that's here. And I'm honestly so excited to go back. I can't believe we've left it till like our 3rd dinner of the trip, to be honest, because it is just so good. Their menu has apparently changed since we last came 2 years ago, but I'm still super excited. I mean, Italian food, you can't go wrong. Pasta, like meats, cheeses, it's honestly, I'm so excited. So we have actually booked Sette a little bit earlier this evening because we have had such a relaxed day where we've not been doing too much. So our table reservation is booked for 6:30, but we are heading there about an hour and a half earlier, just to go in again, have a little walk around. It should be a little bit more quieter now. Go have a drink somewhere and just like kick off the evening earlier, which I think will be really nice considering we've had such a relaxed day. Just do a few more activities and exploring this evening just to get us out and about. So I'm really looking forward to it. And obviously I haven't really picked up the camera and vlog today, so it'll be really nice to take all you guys along as well. I did get a few little clips of the pool when I was out first thing this morning, because I don't know how many good clips I have actually got of the pool, just because I know I mentioned it yesterday, but I don't really like filming people in the pool. I think it's a bit intrusive. You don't know how much filming people will want, especially, you know, when they're in their swimwear, so I just tend to not do it. But when we went down first thing this morning, it was so quiet, so I was able to get a few shots of it. And honestly, it's just been super nice. We've realised that the little bar by the pool as well does iced coffees, which honestly is such a game changer now. We are really taking full advantage of this all-inclusive resort and just all the things that we have access to. The all-inclusive is a little bit difficult to understand sometimes, because some things, even when you're all-inclusive, and for us we're all-inclusive plus, so that's the next tier up from general all-inclusive, there are still some things that are a supplement or you aren't included within the deal, but sometimes they just don't make that much sense. And obviously all of it is completely fine, and the fact that you do get stuff included within your room and stay is honestly incredible, but it's just kind of trying to figure out what you can have and what you can't and when you can have it. For example, fresh orange juice every morning in the buffet, it's in like a dispenser. You can help yourself to as much fresh orange juice as you want while you're sat in the buffet, but you're not able to order it anywhere else in any other of the bars. It will be an extra charge, which again is a bit interesting because like 2 hours before you can have it included and then you can't for the rest of the day. And there was another one today. Oh, like there was like a pina colada smoothie, so it was like pineapple juice and coconut cream, basically a pina colada without the rum, and it was a smoothie, and that wasn't included in the offer. I tried to order it today, I didn't realise, which obviously is completely fine, but you can get an alcoholic pina colada included on the all-inclusive offer. So it's just a bit confusing to understand because when I read it out, I was like, that's basically a pina colada. So maybe I should just order a pina colada with no rum and I'll basically get the same thing. I don't know. But like I said, it's not the end of the world, obviously. And there's so many things that we can have. So you can't really moan that there's some things that you're not allowed to have, but it's just understanding kind of what you can and what you can't. But generally the food and drink just have been amazing. I have not had a bad meal or drink yet. Everything is just so good. Obviously in Dubai anyway, they're known to have very good standards of food because everything is imported in. They get the best of the best all the time. But honestly, this food is just another level. It is so delicious no matter what you have. Even if you have something as simple as cereal, toast, it's just like their scrambled eggs are incredible. I love scrambled eggs, but not a lot of places do scrambled egg, especially in the UK. I find it's always fried. I don't know, their scrambled egg is just so good. And I feel like scrambled egg is something that's hard to get good. Sometimes it can be watery, which is just the worst. And today at lunch, actually, obviously I didn't film it, but I had something with mashed potatoes, and their mashed potatoes were incredible. They were so good, like so creamy, so nice, just so good. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's talk a little bit more about all-inclusive plus here at the JA Resorts, because I think it is a major selling point, especially in Dubai. I was speaking to Callum's mum because she comes out here quite regularly. She comes out here every year with her friend, and then she obviously is here again twice this year. So she's such a good source to go to for information and knowledge. She knows so much about it over here. She's been coming here so regularly for so many years. And obviously we're not staying directly on the palm, and that can be seen as a little bit of a downside for some people, I think. It honestly doesn't bother me, but obviously a lot of people know the palm in Dubai and want to be on the palm when they visit Dubai, which is completely understandable. But I was talking to her about like the palm hotels around in central Dubai and what their offerings are like, and when she comes out usually and stays nearer within Dubai and on the palm or anything like that, she is always half board, which is where you are able to have a breakfast in the morning and a dinner in the evening, all included, but you have to pay for your drinks, and any drinks you have throughout the day you have to pay for as well. So that obviously is a downside, especially when you are spending a lot of time out in the sun. Like being hydrated is so important, especially over here in Dubai. And drinks are also very expensive as well if you aren't on an all-inclusive offer. I would say drinks range from about £7 to probably £15, if not more, depending on what you have. They are quite pricey here. But again, that's just due to everything being imported in and top quality, and Dubai in general is just a more expensive country for everyday products like that. Sorry, Cal just came in and was chilling, so I didn't want to continue talking because he was just kind of having a moment. But I'm now back and I'm doing my hair, and I wanted to finish talking about the all-inclusive because I do feel like it is really valuable information and I don't want to just skip by it. So what was I getting to? I was talking about the closer you get to the palm, the more hotels only offer half board, if that. Some hotels don't offer anything at all. So definitely being able to have all-inclusive and being on this offer is a massive perk, and honestly such a treat, because we're having dinners and drinks that we honestly wouldn't have if we weren't on an all-inclusive deal. Not just in Dubai, but anywhere. We wouldn't, you know, we wouldn't be having this luxury holiday and indulging in the amount of food and drink that we are if it wasn't for the fact that we were on an all-inclusive deal. And it's honestly so nice. It's such a treat because, like I say, it's just different to any other holiday. Normally on any holiday you're thinking about your spending, what you can and can't have, and sacrificing basically to an extent. Even if you do have a holiday where you do really treat yourself, you can't treat yourself to everything, where here you can. And it might be the other way. You might not want to treat yourself to anything, but the option is there. And if there's something that you like, you can have it to an extent. Obviously some stuff is still off the menu, but it's just really nice and such a different experience, and just an extra level of stress that comes sometimes with other holidays that you don't have to consider here. And it just helps you relax that little bit more, knowing that everything's paid for. You can have anything whenever you want it, and all you've got to do is just sign your room number and put it back to the room, and they know you're an all-inclusive member. So on our all-inclusive, you're entitled to breakfast, lunch and dinner, 3 courses for each if you wanted to have them, and drinks as well. So I mean, there is so much choice. And if you did have 3 courses a day for every meal, I mean, it's just impossible. There's just no way. But it is nice, especially in the evening, to get dressed up, treat yourself to a 3-course meal. Like yesterday at the smokehouse, there wasn't even room, like it wasn't even a possibility to have a dessert, because their portions are so, they're not even big, but they're just like the perfect portions. The food is so rich as well, going back to, obviously that is some of the best quality food in the world probably. So again, just 3 courses even just in the evening is sometimes impossible as well. But it's just nice to have the option, and it's nice to be able to, again, like go have this lovely meal, but also go to the bar and have a drink or have a cocktail, and you know, just not worry about it. Is really, really good. And especially here in this hotel, obviously I can't speak for other hotels, there is so much variety and the food is just top quality. There are a few signature restaurants which you do still have to pay for, and like I said, even on every menu there's a few things that you have to pay a supplement charge for if you want it. But they do always identify that, and even if you do order it by mistake, they let you know that this isn't included on the offer and X will be charged back to you basically. And yeah, honestly I think as it stands at the minute, I would only do an all-inclusive, especially in Dubai, because it honestly feels like such a treat, and you just think like you're living in this world. It's just a different reality to what you have for the rest of the year. And I don't know, we really enjoy it, especially here. We love the food here. There's enough variety in the sense that you don't feel like you're having the same food every single night, but also it feels manageable. You don't feel like, oh God, where do I even start? I want to go everywhere, but there's too much choice. They've done it really well. There's such a good balance of restaurants here, and none of the restaurants' food actually overlaps. They're all very different vibes. Obviously on the first night we went to Republic, which is kind of like pub / bar food but elevated, so that was that. And then we went to the Smoking Gun last night, which was more like American style burgers, smokehouse food, meat, milkshakes, stuff like that. Tonight we're going to Sette, which is an Italian, so a lot of pasta, meats and cheeses, again like that. Then there is a Spanish restaurant, which I did show you briefly yesterday I think, called Tapira. That's very tapasy, obviously paella, rice dishes, meats again, cheeses, but in a different way. Then we've got the beach spots like we went to yesterday, like Captain's Club, and there's another one, I forget the name of it, up the other end, but that's very like light beachy summery food. And then you've also got a sports bar, which again is quite American based food, but more variety, like nachos, more sharing food. And then you've got the buffets, so you've got one buffet here, which we haven't been to yet for dinner, and then you've got one buffet over the other side in the other hotel as well. I think that's mainly it for food. I of course will update you if I forget of anything and remember it at a later date. And then there are 2 restaurants which I know of which are that supplement fee. One is in this hotel, it is an Indian, I forget the name of it, I think it's Canera or something like that. And then there is another one over the other side at Palm Tree Court is the hotel, and it's called the the White Orchid, which is a Chinese, and that is the one we are going to later in this trip as a treat. But honestly, the food is so good everywhere. There's no need to go to them supplement ones if you don't want to. It's just if you particularly like Chinese food or Indian and you want that experience. But you can easily do a 10-day, 11-day, 2-week holiday with just all the food that is supplied here, and it's honestly just top tier. It's so amazing. Hair is done. I'm now thinking about jewelry. I'm literally such a mess. I've packed literally all the jewelry that I own in this little bag, and it is a mess. Oh, she says, as usual, Sette. Maybe I'll go for these. Little green. I've packed some more statement jewelry as well, but I just don't think I'm brave enough. My original thought was these. They're like little flowery mandala patterns. Or I've got these, which look like fake Van Cleefs almost. Or this one. Maybe I'll go for the green. Looks a bit different, isn't it? It's so easy to go for just gold, just because it's neutral and I know it will work, but if I can find the other earring. There it is. But do I like them? I don't think they're the vibe for the outfit tonight. I just don't, but I do like them. Maybe I'll go safe. Maybe I'll go for them. They're a bit fun. They're fun, but not too much. Honestly, guys, next time, tell me to just pack my jewelry in a jewelry bag. Literally what they're designed for. Where is that other earring? And this is the outfit for tonight. It's a bit of a shame because the iron is terrible. I've tried to iron it, but it's still a little bit creased, and because it does this out shape, it's a little bit noticeable, but I'm hoping by the time we travel in the heat, they'll just drop, hopefully. But this is it. I think this is one of my favorite outfits I bought. I know the neckline is a little bit different to anything else I really own, but I love this shape of it, which is so cute. Let's go to dinner. So we've just come into a bar through here to just go grab a drink before we go to Sette. But this is so cute. There's like a little terrace outside that overlooks the new splash park and the sandbar. And then Sette is right at the top of this building, right up there. The sun was just setting. I was trying to get a picture of it, but I think we've missed it. I don't think the sun's this side, is it?
Do they know what one? So that one, yeah, I've just bought that one.
What, the boat?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice. I think we got a little bit of the sun on the golf buggy through, but it's honestly, the sun's just different out here. I love that you have a bridge across too. I think that might be for staff though, actually. So cute. They also have peacocks that live in this resort, and I haven't seen one yet since we've been here, but there's just one that's strutted over there. So we got our drinks. You've got a Cuba Libre, which is rum and coke?
Lime.
And lime.
Yeah.
And I got the devil something. The devil kiss, is it? Which is a pina colada with
Grenadine?
grenadine to sweeten it up, I think, even though it's already sweet. Cheers. Oh. Right, oh. Right, we've got to taste it. 10. Always a 10.
Taste the lime.
So good. Here as well, they also brought out a little dish of nuts as well, which we haven't had. But to be fair, we haven't been to the bar. So nice. So we're going to drink this, watch the sun go down, and I think I might pop you in a time lapse to enjoy it as well.
Up the blue stocking. Come on.
Always ruin the vibes of these videos. This is all lit up now as well. You're always ruining the vibes of the videos. So beautiful. That sky up there as well. Oh, that is Sette up there. Just realised. Off we go to Sette.
Sorry, I was doing.
It's got its own special lift. Sette.
Sette Italiano. I like to press that button.
The closed door.
I pressed the wrong one.
You like the open door? Oh, I'm so excited to go here, Cal.
I love that my the iron works.
I know, I was just saying with my dress as well.
Nan G would be so disappointed. Same choices.
So true. We did try though.
It's like the Burj Khalifa. How many flights is it?
Hopefully no one's there when I open.
After you, my lady.
Whoa. I know it's weird, but just to give you the vibe, these are the toilets. They're so good. And it even has a view. Incredible. So Cal put on the reservation that it was our honeymoon, and look, we've got all rose petals and a red sash and a view.
It cost me a fortune in England.
Incredible. I can't believe it. We're gonna go for a main and dessert this evening, but if these are the starters, if you're interested, I'd probably go for the carpaccio. I've had that last time we came and it was incredible. We'll probably get it later in the trip. And they've got pastas. They seem to have a lot more choice than before. Meats, fish, sides, and desserts. Had the panna cotta before. Incredible. I still can't get over this either. So this evening we're both going to go for the beef. This is slightly different to the one they had when we last came, but it does look incredible. Oh. We got some focaccia to start, which looks amazing, and this dip, which I'm going straight in. It's a garlic dip of some description. It's given ratatouille. So our food's here, looks incredible. Also, the staff are so kind here. They brought us a little starter as we weren't having a starter, but it's a mushroom soup.
Cappuccino.
Mushroom cappuccino. And neither of us eat mushrooms, so we feel so bad. We both gave it a sip and was just like, can't do it. But anyway, food's here now. And it looks incredible. Come on, light. Whoa. So the dessert menu's out. Cal is going to go for this, the chocolate fondant, and I'm going to have panna cotta because it's so good from what I remember. Cal. He's trying to suss what it is. It's probably just chocolate, no? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like M&S advert.
I zoomed in. It's just your mouth.
Oh, bumper.
And then this is my little panna cotta as well. So cute. And we are now back in the room. Cal's told me to tell you he's gone for a run. He's not, he's sat behind me, but he doesn't want to be on camera. But honestly, Sette was incredible. It is my favourite restaurant. Callum says it's not his favourite. Why is it not your favourite?
Well, no, don't, you know.
What?
Yeah, it's not my favourite, no.
That's what I said.
Well, it's never going to be my favourite with shooters.
Callum's favourite so far is shooters because it's our smoking gun, because it's our vibe of menu, isn't it? It's what we are drawn to. Like, obviously,
it's the closest thing to a Nando's.
Obviously Sette's a lot more premium, posh, yeah, and just food that
a la carte.
There we go. Yeah. And just food that we wouldn't usually eat, but the quality of the food and the taste of the food is incredible. But they have got a lot of fancier stuff on there. For example, they were using a Parmesan froth instead of having Parmesan cheese, and we were just saying it's lovely, but we don't get it. But saying that, Sette is still definitely one of my favourites up there, just because the food is so tasty. Half the time on the menu I don't know what it's saying and I don't know what it is, but everything that I've had there is absolutely delicious. We had a main and a dessert, but they did bring out that starter for us. Unfortunately, we didn't like it. It wasn't our favourites. And then they did bring out one of them little heart cakes as well, because it was our honeymoon and we did specify on the booking that it was our honeymoon, which was just so kind again, and we did eat that pretty much also. We had such a lovely seat, like a window seat looking out to the whole of the beach. Obviously it was dark, but you could see everything lit up. It was so pretty. And yeah, generally we just had a really good night. We were sat in there for quite a long time. It's just gone 9 o'clock and we got back to the room, and our booking was at 6:30, so it's been 2.5 hours. But we probably finished eating within an hour and a half. I would think we probably sat there just chatting, finishing our drinks for the last hour, 45 minutes, hour or so, and then obviously we've had to make it back here as well, back on the buggy. So we've decided not to go out any further because we have got a very exciting day tomorrow. We've got to be up early and ready. And yeah, we were just saying the problem is obviously you fill up so much on the food. We go out with the intention of going out afterwards, but by the time you've eaten, you just want to come back to your room, and it's because it is so accessible as well. It's nice to be able to come back to your room too. So I think instead we're just going to sit out on the balcony and chat again before we go to sleep. Yeah, and just get prepared for tomorrow. So we really hope you enjoy this video, even though it's a little bit different to the ones we've been uploading. It's just been more of an evening one rather than a full day. But tomorrow is going to be a full day. It's a super exciting one. So I hope you stick around for that. We will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.
Be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my